Hey everybody, I have Liz here, and we're here to answer some frequently asked questions about our Practitioner Certification Program and tell you some important info. So, without further ado, Liz, the very first question is, how long does it take to finish the Practitioner Certification training? And my answer always is, it takes, you can finish it within 4 months. That's the fastest you can finish it, but you have a year to complete it and get your certification. So why do we do that?
Well, it is the most frequently asked question because people want to get it done quickly and get it over with and get, their certification and get working. But we actually designed it specifically this way so that a person has to take it slow. In fact, the module part of the training only opens one module a week so that a person tries on what they're learning, learns it, and then goes out and experiences it with other people, tries it on again and again and again. So the Cognomovement practitionership is much more of an experience than just learning. And here's something else we know. We know that nobody gets it all the first time around. You can't learn all of Cognomovement in one round through practitioner training. You're going to get what you can use right now personally and with other people. And that then will plant a seed and expand and expand and expand. So we know that people want to rush through. I'm like that too. I'm going to get my certification. But we want people who are Cognomovement practitioners to actually be able to have this work in their bones, to use it not only by memory, but by reflex. We want them to have it fully in their soul, basically, and move forward. So it really is a different process, a different way to learn than anything else I've ever encountered for a practitionership.
Yeah, and we do have, I'm the one who does the discovery calls and gives you all of this information in the first part. And I always have people, most of our student practitioners and our practitioners are already therapists, counselors. They've done all of the NLP and all of the certifications, they've done it. And they're like, well, I'm really experienced. I have all the knowledge. So is there any way that I can get it done faster? And so I always have to say, this is a very important point for Bill and Liz. They want you to get this. And they want you to really start with a blank slate and learn Cognomovement just as it is. And this is because they want you to be the best practitioner you can be. And then at the end, you get to add all of that knowledge back and be specialized in the things that you're specialized in.
Yeah, it's really true. So like Leah said, so many of our practitioners, in fact, everyone who comes to Cognomovement really has done a lot of other things, had a lot of other experiences, and know a lot of other modalities. They've studied a lot. They're seekers, the most amazing people I know. And so they feel like they can just adapt it to Cognomovement and understand it. But the truth is, the first thing I say, I think it's in maybe module 1 or 2, I say to let go of everything you've ever learned and start from scratch. And this makes people crazy at first. But the minute you get in there, you realize this is a different way of thinking. It really is going to deconstruct your way of thinking about healing, about the way the world works, really, about yourself. So what happens after that, if you learn Cognomovement with a blank slate, at the end, we all bring in everything else we ever learned. And the most amazing thing is that now it all makes sense. So even for myself, there's things that I learned 25 years ago that all of a sudden I'm like, oh my God, I get it. That makes perfect sense. In the Cognomovement paradigm, it all adds up. So it's actually super exciting. And if you're a learner like me, it's a really fun way to learn because it's like a new discovery with every module that opens.
So what happens when you sign up? What happens when you get that email that's like, welcome, thanks for joining us. Thanks for signing up for the Practitioner Certification Program. So the first thing is that you get a discovery call with Bill and Liz, just a welcome call to chat about everything they want to know about you. They want to welcome you personally and get you started. The email also has the next 3 to 4 months of the live online Zoom trainings and the live in-person trainings. And then you get hooked up with a mentor. So you get your mentor for, I believe it's 4 months. Is that right, Liz?
Yeah, that's right. You get a personal mentor who kind of holds your hand through the process, but also is the person that gives you Cognomovement sessions. You get 3 full Cognomovement sessions with one of our most experienced practitioners. And the reason we do that is we want to make sure that every one of our practitioners has been on the other side of a session so that you get an idea of what it feels like to be in that position. But also, here's the big secret. People who become Cognomovement practitioners, by the time they're certified, they're a brand new human. Like, you've done so many sessions, not only with your mentor, but with the other Cognomovement practitioners in the Practitioner Forum, that you've completely changed. You really have transformed. And so the mentor holds your hand, but they also become that first call that you make when you've had a major discovery yourself, or when you've transformed, or when you need help. So it's a really, really cool addition that we feel is essential for a person to come through the practitioner program with all the things, everything.
Yes. And so that brings me into the next point, which is you get access to our Facebook forum. Now, this is different from our members community. This is only for practitioners. So this is where you get to share your blocks that you come up with when you start working with people. This is where you get to trade sessions with people. So not only do you get the support of your mentor, but the support of your peers, Bill and Liz, and other practitioners when you want to trade sessions. So you get the practice, but you also clear blocks that you need to clear to get through the training. So support is a huge, huge important thing for all of us that you get. You get the support to become an amazing practitioner and to go through this transformative experience yourself.
It is so true. The Practitioner Forum is one of those things that to Bill and I, it's like the most sacred space. Not only is it filled with some of the best minds, some of the best people I know, incredible humans and healers who have the best ideas, but you get to see and hear about miracles almost daily. Plus, Bill and I provide all kinds of additional, as if there weren't enough training, ongoing training. We upload videos of sessions that have been videoed. Sometimes a practitioner will ask a question and we're like, wait a minute, everybody needs the answer to this. So we jump on live in the forum and give the answer live. So it's this really dynamic community where it is support. I mean, there's so much support. We cheer each other on, we help each other through our issues. We celebrate the great things that have happened with our clients. We actually dig in and find solutions when we have a client that's a tough one that we're struggling to find an answer to. And as a collective, we create new things in Cognomovement daily, just in the forum.
Yes. And so that brings me into the next point, which is the investment. So we do get these questions. Why is it so costly? Why do you have this kind of fee for the Practitioner Certification Forum? So I totally understand this question, and I'm happy to answer it. I know that finances can be an uncomfortable topic, but here's the reason. This Practitioner Certification Program, it is a VIP experience. You get more access to Bill and Liz than even our VIP clients. You get more support than anybody else. You get that first, you get to ask the question of the problems that you're having and you get the answers right away. You are the people who we are working with very, very closely. And so, with the Facebook forum and the online trainings and the Zoom trainings and the practitioner training in San Diego or live in person, wherever that is, this is the most VIP experience we have. And it's not just that. Bill and Liz, our practitioners are priority. And so even though they're creating all the classes and creating all the events and doing all of these courses, your priority. And so it definitely takes time, and it takes that support in that community. And so on top of that, you as practitioners and student practitioners are some of the first people that get to try on new Cognomovement discoveries, try on new trainings. I mean, it's an amazing system. It's an amazing training. Go ahead, Liz.
Yeah, I think this is the thing that we hear the most from our practitioners who've gone through training and who are in training, that there is the most support of anything they've ever done. For us, a practitioner is not a one and done kind of a thing. We provide ongoing training, and there's so many levels to this training that, the bottom line is it becomes costly. The in-person trainings in San Diego, that's included. You get to come to that twice. And then after that, it's a tiny, tiny fee just to cover the catering. Once you're in our ranks of practitioners, to Bill and I, there couldn't be anybody more important. We know that you are going to go out and you are going to serve in a way that no one else can in your community with your clients, that you're going to be changing the consciousness of the planet. So to us, it is the most important thing. And it's where we put a lot of our attention and a lot of our own resources. So on the surface, it does seem like our practitionership is costly, but it extends beyond and beyond and beyond the time in which you're in, your basic practitioner training. And it's really worth it. That's all I can say, is it's really, really worth it.
Yeah. And, you guys have seen, I'm sure, when people are trying to sell you something, you get these value sheets of the value of everything that you're getting. And one, we are not trying to sell you practitioner. We want you to have all of the information. And when you come to us is when you're ready to start. So that's number one. But number two, our value of this is over $23,000. And that is not including all of the things that are just priceless, like being able to be some of the first to try on these new Cognomovement discoveries, or having a client and needing help and having Bill and Liz create an entire new technique with Cognomovement for that specific client. So the value is absolutely massive. On top of all of the knowledge you're gaining and all of the support and becoming the best practitioner you can be, we, like Liz said, we support you even after certification. You're still part of that community. You're still learning new things. Like Liz said, you're still getting those sessions when you need them, trading sessions with your practitioners, and you're part of the family for a lot of years after you get certified. So it doesn't stop there. You have continued support for as long as you stay active in the community. So it's massive value and massive support. And that's something I just can't stress enough.
Say something about, you said like we're never trying to sell practitionership. And that's true, because we want people to come to practitionership when they're ready. We have a lot of people who ask, when should I join? When should I become a practitioner? And my answer always is, you'll know when the time is. We want people who've had an experience with Cognomovement. We don't let people sign up who just have never had an experience, don't know anything about the modality. We have people ask all the time to become, to join the program, and we send them back to the drawing board. Start with Cognomovement Essentials and have an experience. Work with a practitioner and have an experience, because we want you to know what you're getting into. We want you to be not just comfortable with the modality, but so excited that you cannot wait to open that first modality. So many of our practitioners who have come to our events, some have been around for years, and then finally one day they're like, okay, I'm ready. And then they start. And that's what we want. We want people who are ready to go on a journey that will change not only their life, but the lives of the people around them. You want to know about this, reach out to any one of our practitioners and ask them the question, what has changed in your life? What's changed in your family's life? And you'll find out that this is so much bigger than just having a certificate on the wall.
All of that being said, talking about all of the support that we give and all of the value and all of that stuff, why is it so important to us that one, when you start, you're 100% ready? And why is it so important to us for you to become the best practitioner you can be and be so supported and not just rush through the training? Like, why do we want such good practitioners?
Well, because I think, like I said before, we know you're going to change the planet. We know that not only are you representing the brand of Cognomovement, because that's true, but we know that you will be helping people change their consciousness, helping people change their relationship in a way that seems miraculous, that shouldn't be possible. We know that you're going to be helping people change their bodies. We know that you're going to be creating miracles. And so we want to make sure that the people who are representing us and representing this work are invested in also really changing the planet as they change themselves. I don't even know if I can express why that's so important. But it is, Bill and I hold it the dearest thing that we have is these practitioners that go out and make such a big change in people's lives and really do support the the consciousness of this planet that we all share.
I love that answer. So my last question, the last thing I want to talk about, before I just kind of tell you where to start and get the details, why is it that a lot of times for us, one session equals a new practitioner, or you go through Cognomovement Essentials and now we've got somebody wanting to be part of the program and become a new practitioner? Why does that happen so much for us?
I think it happens because of the person having that experience. It just blows their mind. So often, the one thing we hear is that I've tried everything. I've tried everything. And I still can't solve that one issue. We usually call it a core limiting issue, a core limiting feeling. And when a person's body instantly becomes free of that issue, when they have the experience for themselves, they just can't wait. They can't wait to learn more. They can't wait to be able to introduce other people to it. They're so excited about the range of possibilities that could come next that's the call that Leah gets. I'm ready now. Let's go.
Exactly. So now that you have a lot of information and kind of a better look at why we do what we do when it comes to the Practitioner Certification Program, if you've been interested in becoming a Cognomovement practitioner, step number 1 is Cognomovement Essentials. You have to have that because we do not go through the basics during our practitioner training certification. So Cognomovement Essentials is step 1. Step 2 is you're going to the link we provide wherever you're watching this. It'll either be in the description or the button down below. We're going to provide you the link, and this will give you a lot of information about becoming a Cognomovement practitioner and just about Cognomovement in general. You will find a place to apply, so fill out the Cognomovement practitioner application, and then we will get back to you and chat with you a little more, see if there's anything else you need to know, and then we'll get started on the practitioner training journey. So we do have payment plans available. So if you have any of those questions or anything else that we didn't talk about, just email me at info@cognomovement.com and we'll get those questions answered for you. Thanks for chatting with us today.
Awesome. I can't wait to see all of you who know you're ready, know this is for you. It's exactly what you've been looking for. I can't wait to see you in our inner circle and really get to know you as part of our family.